currently 3 a.m. and what a better time than to explore the dark side of Dress to Impress. Many people think that Dress to Impress is just an innocent dress-up game, but in reality, it is so much more than that, and it is actually kind of a scary game. Let me explain. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So this is the Dress to Impress that everybody knows. I am currently in free play mode, where you can kind of come up with your own outfits and whatnot. Behind me is the area where you get your skin tone, your hair, and makeup done. And as you can see, it is called Lana's Salon. You're probably wondering who Lana is. Many of you already know, but Lana is the nail tech lady that is sitting right here at her desk. And she kind of just swings back and forth, doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything except your nails. However, what if I told you that this nail tech lady has actually a super dark side to her that not many people know about? It is easy to underestimate Lana as she is just an NPC, right? In a lot of Roblox games, there are so many NPCs that people kind of just miss because they're just there for a simple reason, whether it's to do your nails or just be an extra as a background. But Lana actually has a pretty dark story to her, so let's explore that right now. A while back before this update in the old Dress to Impress map, there was actually a journal found in Lana's desk, and it had this written on it. As you can see, it is kind of a Roblox username profile, so we're gonna go check that out and see where that leads us. And once you type in that number and everything, it leads you to this, which is Lana's Roblox profile. And for some reason, her avatar is not loading and it doesn't display, but usually it does show up. However, there is something so fishy about Lana's Roblox profile. Once you read her bio, it says, "I used to say I didn't let the past consume me, yet I relive it every day." Already, we are getting some sort of a dark and mysterious vibes from this nail tech lady, but let's do a little more exploring because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Scrolling down, you can see communities, and this is Lana's community, I guess. So this is actually Lana's mom and dad, and it basically reads, "While we forever acknowledge the horrors of the past that have targeted us all, we must move forward with a newfound mindset of growth and resilience that redefines us as people. And I, Lana, shall forever cherish you all." That is pretty weird, guys. That is really weird. Advice. What do you do when you feel like something's missing? I live in a neutral and calm life, but at what cost? That is so suspicious, guys. Oh my gosh, and this is just getting started, guys. Just getting started. So that is her group, right? However, Lana actually has some creations. So if you click here, you will see that there is an experience for people to join. And once you click on it, it gets even creepier. So it says, "My name is Lana and life is unfair." Not gonna lie, I feel you, Lana. Life is not meant to be fair, but this is taking a pretty dark turn. So let's go ahead and join her game and see where this takes us. So immediately we spawn into this super creepy area with a bunch of red, a bunch of text, and the vibes are not really giving, guys. It is so scary. It seems like there are some people going over here, so we're just gonna follow them and see where it takes us. Oh my gosh, so once you join this game, there are literal Lanas that start chasing you guys, and it is really hard to see, so just make sure you don't get attacked by any of these doppelganger Lanas. I know this is super scary and definitely a turn from Dress to Impress. I definitely recommend doing this with some of your friends just because it makes it a lot less scarier, especially if you're playing at 3 a.m. like I am right now. However, remember there are actual Lana monsters in this game that kind of follow you and chase you and try and kill you, so be very careful, guys. Make sure you are always moving, jumping. Like, this girl is getting attacked by Lana right now. Oh my gosh, there's one chasing me. Guys, this is so scary. Oh my gosh, I just got killed. That is crazy, guys. All right, guys, so I read that actually when you spawn in and you see this whole lake thing, you're actually supposed to go straight behind you, and basically you jump up this wall onto these pillars, and then you go all the way up on the pillar, pillars, and it is so dark, guys. I literally can't see anything. Oh my gosh. And once you pass the pillars, you're basically going to follow whatever seems like has light, I guess. I read this online, so I don't know how accurate this is, but that is why we're putting it to the test today, you know? There's also some weird text. The fake will succeed, the original will perish. That is so weird, guys. I don't like the vibes. And you're basically just gonna keep going and going and going. Like I said, it definitely helps if you have friends because it makes it all that easier and just less scary. And eventually you come across this super weird symbol, and this was actually in the Dress to Impress map not too long ago. I think it was the summer update or something like that. And this symbol right here is a very important, so make sure you guys remember this symbol. And the more you explore, the more text you find. So it says she now works in the nail salon just to get by, but now she's feeling unmotivated and tired. I literally thought that Lana was just an NPC, guys, but clearly we are wrong. Lana has a whole story and she is chasing me. Oh my gosh, I want to read this text, but there are two Lanas. She has no strength left. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't read this. While I wish I was sorry. Oh my gosh, no, guys, I was trying to read that. Okay, point is, in this game, there are a lot of creepy texts that give you a little more context. You guys are welcome to explore it, but this is also just the beginning. So I'm gonna show you guys even creepier stuff. And scrolling down from the forest, which is the game we were just on, you're gonna see that there is the fortress, and that is the symbol that I mentioned earlier. This has been in Dress to Impress. We found it just now. So what does this symbol mean? If you go down to the description of the game, it says, despite my previous statements of resentment and condemnation regarding the propaganda I spewed in the past, I have decided to reopen this place to show you the hardships, cruelty, and terror I was subject to. Patrons, trust me, you will not consume any of the information in this fortress. Okay, let's see what this is all about, guys. I am definitely even more scared now. And we seem to have the exact same red vibe going on. And somehow I am wearing a weird outfit. This is not the outfit I usually wear, except for maybe the necklace and the skirt, but there seems to be another layered outfit on top of mine. Immediately spawning in, you spawn into this garden type of thing that is surrounded by buildings. If you look at the wall, it says nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real. Wake up from your dream, do you see him? That is creepy, guys. Nothing is real, wake up from your dreams. Oh my gosh, guys, this just keeps going. And there also seems to be some signs. Ever dream of this man? Every night all over the world, hundreds of people see this face in their dreams. If this man appears in your dreams too, or if you have any information that can help us identify him, please contact us. Guys, that is so scary. I am definitely really scared. We have some Lana paintings hung up, and it looks like I accidentally just went into a room. So this door over here is open. So we're gonna explore this room that we just went into. Right off the bat, it seems like just a regular bedroom type of vibe, if I'm not mistaken. Once you go onto the desk, there is actually a journal entry, and I'm gonna try my best to read this, but this is a little tricky to zoom in on. I'm actually going to take a screenshot, guys, because I cannot make out the words of this journal entry. All right, guys, we are zooming in, and I still can't really see it. It seems like there is a photo, and it says the day my mother died, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to get an even better screenshot, but this seems kind of impossible, guys. Maybe we are not meant to read what is in this journal. All right, guys, it seems like we are able to kind of read it right now. It does say the day my mother died with a photo and a necklace, and it also says, dear diary, who am I? So it seems like this person kind of took an evil job position to pay for her mother's funeral. I'm not too sure, guys. I can't really make out what this means at all. Ceremony to honor her spirit. Although I feel content working here, I always wonder if my mother would have been proud of me. In my heart, I know she would be proud of me. I know she would be proud that I would go to such lengths for her. For now, I have not moved on. However, paying for her funeral could help me move to a new chapter of my life. Oh my gosh, I probably completely botched that up, guys, but that is definitely something, guys. There is a lot going on right now, and I'm just trying to unpack it as best as we can. There seems to be some photos and posters on the wall, and honestly, there is even more writing over here, guys. Oh my gosh, let's see what this says. I miss my mom, ... The patrons are blind to all of this, and it's scary, ... I don't know what to do, /A. I don't think the horizon is safe. At one of the meetings, Agamenon mentioned something about doing things to them, but it wasn't in depth. Recently, I heard what they were doing to Nelly and Nathan. I don't know what will happen to me, but this does not fit my morals. I must try to stop it, A. I still don't know how to feel about working for Lana. Of course, I love the money. However, I feel a little wary about all the things her and Agamenon are planning, especially to the horizon. So I feel like according to these letters and notes, it kind of seems like Lana might be in on all this bad juju stuff, but I think the only way to find out is to just keep exploring. So in the middle, there seems to be a chair that you can't access or go into, which is very creepy. A lot of the doors are boarded up. Thankfully, there was at least that one that we could have entered, but this is very weird. In here, there are some metal doors, and it says that there is a chamber. We're gonna try to go inside, and oh my gosh, I think we actually can. It says in here, the first thing you see is kind of like a box inside of a room. The windows have been tinted for construction. Sorry for the inconvenience. It does look like we can kind of peek our eyes in there and see what there is. Oh my gosh, guys, wait, is that a monster? That is so scary, guys. So it looks like there is a Lana painting, some chairs, and then if you go a little to the side, there is literally a monster staring at me, guys. Oh my gosh, I am definitely very creeped out right now. It also seems like there is a sign above the monster. I can't really make out what it says, but that is definitely very scary. You can kind of see it from different angles, and oh my god, guys, I am definitely super scared. I'm gonna try to see if I can see the monster from behind, but there's actually no cracks behind, so I don't think you're meant to see what's behind that. I am definitely super scared, guys, but like I said, it only gets worse from here. If you guys think that Dress to Impress took a dark turn already, just you wait, because it gets even worse. Going back to Lana's Roblox profile, you will see that there are some favorite games, so we're gonna open this up real quick. We've done the forest, we've done the fortress, but there is a gallery, a meat room, some other stuff. I know that you are not able to join a lot of them. I think the meat room, for example, is unavailable, which is very creepy. Same with this one right here, you're not able to play it either. Of course, she has Dress to Impress because that only makes sense, but there are still two other games that we haven't explored quite yet. The first one is the gallery one, and the second one is the house. The first one we're gonna join is the house, and basically the cover image is so creepy, guys. It says, I can't get it out of my head, I can't get it out of my veins. Tell me what I did to deserve such a childhood. Oftentimes people brush it aside. How come I am not granted the privilege of forgetting? Guys, that is so creepy. Description says, in Michigan, the mourning dove where I called home. Maybe one day I'll look back and find solace in the memories. Guys, what is happening? I am so scared, but you know what, we're gonna join it because why not? We need to make sense of all of this. So I immediately joined, and it is so dark and scary. I am the only person in here, and it looks like there might be something behind me. Everything is so dark, all I can see is the moon in the sky, but going behind me, immediately a house pops up, and this is supposed to be Lana's childhood home. If you guys completed the Dress to Impress quest from the Halloween update, you will recognize this house. However, right now it is so dark and scary, and I don't even know what I'm looking at. We're gonna go inside the house and see if we can find anything. Already looking back, there are some text on the wall. Can you tell I'm so disturbed with who I used to be? Guys, this stuff is so creepy. I am so lost. Going into the kitchen, there is another text. Nelly isn't doing so well because of our absence. I am so sorry. I don't know who Nelly is, guys. If anyone knows who Nelly is, please comment down below, but I've never heard that name in my life. In the bathroom, then there is also another one. I am so sorry, you were real people and I fed you all to it so selfishly. Fed what to what? Guys, that is so weird. Oh my gosh, and here there is a lot of more words. It seems like it is just random blabber. It worsened my health. It worsened my health. I don't know. A lot of people theorize that Lana ate some sort of poisonous apple and some sort of agamenon or whatever you say, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. But she trusted this quote-unquote monster or creature to eat this apple, and the apple poisoned Lana and kind of took over her body. Agamenon isn't who I want to trust, but someone I had to. So maybe she had to trust him for some sort of weird reason. If I never took the red orb from his hands, I would have lived such a normal life. Remembering back at the first game we joined, I had a red orb in my hand, so I wonder if that has something to do with it, or maybe it's that symbol that we keep seeing over and over again. A curse has been placed onto my family. Why do I let the past consume me? I'm a terrible person. The room with the flower that is boarded up is Lana's childhood bedroom that we are not able to enter for some random reason. Over here are her parents' room, and it says, stop perceiving me. I don't even want to think of my parents right now. It's not their fault. I just resent them for their choice. I don't, guys, this just gets creepier and creepier. Another theory I keep hearing going around is that apparently after Lana took the poisoned apple and started acting differently, her parents actually sent her to an insane asylum where she met Nurse Julie, and that was chapter 2 of the Halloween quest, if you guys played that. That is so sad, and I feel so bad for our girl Lana, but let's explore the other game to see what that has in store for us. Alright, the last game we're going to be joining is called The Gallery, and this basically says, flash warning. Oh no, guys, I'm so scared. A new portrait is hung up. It's the same one as always, a harsh reminder that she is the only truth. Guys, I'm actually so scared, but we're joining it. Why not? So it looks like these are one-player games, and it is in first person. I can't see my avatar, and there's this giant red aura around me. Gallery rules. When the clock stops ticking, please exit the gallery. Know why you are here. When all the paintings are the same and indifferent from each other, you are far too deep. Walk. Everything you see here is the truth. Don't go too far into the hallway. There is an end, however, you won't reach it. Stride along with no others. Do not disturb the viewers. Thank you for complying. Guys, what is happening? I am so scared right now. The fact that it is so dark right now. It is currently 3 in the morning. I don't know if I should be here right now. Looking, there are some Lana posters, and there is Lana at the nail salon with that crazy creature right behind her. People say that this is the Agamenon or Mamanon or whatever his name is. I'm sorry guys, I'm mispronouncing it. But this looks very similar of that other game that we were in. We're gonna keep going, and these paintings are so creepy, guys. It is literally just Lana in the salon with a black creature hovering all over her. There are 2 gravestones that says Sadie and Jayla. I am the real Lana. I don't know where I am. And oh my gosh, guys, this just got so weird. Her face just got all deformed, and oh my gosh, guys, I am really scared. Looks like the nail salon is abandoned, and there are some leaves floating in. I don't know what that is. There are more of these posters if you've ever seen this man. Over here, I don't know what that says. It is really hard to see what that text says, but it looks a lot like the place we were in before. There are some furniture scattered all over here, and even creepier photos that I can't make out. The map is getting darker and darker, and I am so scared to step foot in there, guys. My heart is racing so fast right now. I can't see anything, and I feel like I'm about to get jump scared. I'm literally just tapping W because I don't know what's about to happen, guys. I am so scared. The text on the wall is saying, don't go too far deep, guys. I don't know. Should we do it? Should we not? I am so scared right now, guys. I literally am sweating. I guess we're just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna cover my eyes because if there is something I hate is scary games. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared right now. We're just gonna keep going, and hopefully nothing happens. It looks like there's a little sign in here, and I'm so scared to move and see what this says, guys. Oh my gosh. Lana, I am the one who tells the truth, the one you should trust. trust. Oh my gosh, guys. And it keeps saying, don't go too far deep. Don't go too far deep, guys. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go far deep. Let's go. Let's do this, guys. I'm so scared. My heart's pounding. I'm really scared. I'm gonna get jump scared. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Are we going for it? Are we going for it? There's so many mannequins. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm just gonna hold down W and pray for the best. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is happening? The paintings are being the same, guys. Remember, it said when the paintings are the same, you're going too far deep. So I'm definitely way ahead of myself right now. Ah! Oh my gosh. What was that? Guys, that is so scary. Oh my gosh, I am literally sweating right now. This was a horrible idea. I shouldn't have done that. So with the new Halloween update, we have uncovered a lot more to the whole entire Lana lore. Before, Lana used to just be a normal nail tech lady that was part of the game, but no one really paid much attention to her. However, in the Brat update that happened a couple months ago, Lana got replaced with the new nail tech named Lena, and Lana was being held in a cage under the floor of the Dress to Impress map. Now, with this new Halloween update, there is a portal that appeared in the intermission, and this portal leads you to all the answers to the entire Lana story. So once you go through the portal, you'll be teleported to this room right here, and it has 3 different chapters, and each chapter uncovers a different part of Lana's story. So we're gonna start from the beginning and go into chapter 1. So once you go into chapter 1, you will be teleported into the super creepy and dark forest. And in this forest, your goal is to find Lana's childhood home before it gets dark. So you only have 2 minutes to do this, and what you're gonna want to do is follow the trail of white flowers on the floor. Thankfully, you're allowed to have some people with you to help you out to make it a little less scary, because this is definitely kind of creeping me out. If you have your volume on, you will hear random growls every now and then, and it is definitely not a good sound to hear. You can also make your character sprint to ensure that you get to Lana's house before it gets dark. It should look something like this once you start to approach the house, and then it will tell you more about the story.
In due time, my is his. Am I even me anymore? I took it. It's too late now.
Took what?
Now I'm leaving my home and my parents for who knows how long. I wonder if I'll ever be free again.
Oh no.
Poisoned me.
Poison?
No longer well. I'm too drained to even pack the few essential items I do own. I wish someone could help me retrieve them.
We'll help you, Lana, don't worry.
Journal, nail file, Greek tales book, and palette. Could you help me find them and bring them back to me, please?
Definitely.
If they find you, they'll hurt you.
Who's they? Oh my gosh, I don't want to get hurt. What? Okay, well, that is definitely very scary. But once you get to Lana's house, your goal is to find different keys to unlock different things. And you're supposed to help Lana pack these 6 items right here. However, when you enter the house, oh my gosh. Yep, okay, well, when you enter the house, there is a creepy 2-headed monster that chases you around. So whatever you do, you cannot get caught by this monster. So as you can see, there is a key right here behind this plant. So I'm gonna collect the green key, which goes to the green lock. And when you go upstairs, you will see a couple more locks and stuff like that. So as you can see, the green key unlocks the attic. So we're gonna go up here and maybe there'll be an item in there. So see, there is the Greek tale book right here. So we're gonna grab that. And once you collect any of the items, you're gonna go back to Lana's room and deposit them in her suitcase. And in here, you can see baby Lana. So this is Lana when she was a little girl, and this is her room. So it's really cute. It's really pink. But don't be fooled, because Lana is going through it right now. This is barely even Lana, and she has been poisoned by a monster. Now, something I do want to point out is that in this family photo, you can see that it's Lana with her 2 parents. And the monster also has 2 heads, as you can see. Since these are the only 2 other people in the house, and the height difference makes sense, the monster that is walking around trying to chase you and hunt you down is said to be Lana's parents. As you can see, there is a big resemblance between this photo and this monster right here. Yep, okay. And there is a big theory behind whether Lana's parents are good people or evil people after all. So once you collect all the items, you will see that Lana is packing her bags and being sent off into a medical center. So she's in the back of this very creepy van, and after you do that, you will be teleported to chapter 2. And in here, you can see that you're in the medical center. So this is where Lana is being held at after she escapes her childhood home. And in this quest, you're supposed to try to find missing map pieces without getting caught by the very creepy nurse. So what you're gonna wanna do is walk around, and as you can see, a lot of doors close. But if there are some doors that do not close, you're gonna wanna go in them if you can. So this hospital is very creepy. There's a lot of very creepy paintings on the wall and stuff like that. And there's also the very creepy nurse that chases you around. I don't know how she didn't see me or kill me, but I'm thankful for that because she is very, very scary, guys. And I just found a tape recording. Oh my gosh, she just like flew in. But let's listen to what this has to say.
The date is December 1st, 2012. It's the first day of my internship here at the hospital. My parents were a little worried, as you can imagine. Interning at a creepy hospital for medical experience isn't exactly the ideal dream they envision for their teenage daughter.
Agreed.
Regardless, I'm glad they trust me.
Is that it? Okay, well that seems like it is it. I mean, from this tape, it seems like Julie is not too bad of a person. So maybe she is also poisoned as well, just like Lana is. But who knows, because that didn't give us too much context, to be honest. And you can actually find one of Lana's journal entries. So this one says, it's been 6 months and I can still feel them crawling inside of my stomach. I can never eat or even look at another apple again. So she definitely got poisoned with an apple. That was a theory that was going around for a little bit now, but obviously it is confirmed now. Not after what he did to me. I was fooled and I'm ashamed. He's the reason I'm in this wretched place. I want to leave, but I know I can't. I cannot leave until I'm better. I can sense that he's here. They can't see him, but I know he's there. Or at least part of him is. So that's definitely very creepy. And there's another entry. So this is entry number 2, and it was made a couple months later. It's been a while. I haven't had access to my journal in 2 months. I was locked into my room for acting out. The nurses said I was unstable and a danger to myself and others. I knew I recognized his name from somewhere. I've read my Greek tale book from back to cover, hoping to find out more about him. Who is he and who he was? Maybe it would help me figure out why me. I live in a constant paranoia. I'm always wondering, is today the day? And there's a third journal entry. So this one says, I can see the flowers blooming from my barred window. I wish I could smell them. It's been so long. Nurse Julie said I've been making progress and that she is proud of me. I've been growing fond of Nurse Julie, but I'm worried about getting too close to her. The whispers grow louder and they tell me horrible things. I feel defeated. I can't stop what's going to happen to her when I leave. He poisons and destroys everything his presence touches. So Nurse Julie is the nurse that is currently walking around and scaring everybody in this chapter. So she is the very creepy nurse, but from the recording and from the journal entry, Nurse Julie was definitely a good person before. It seems like once Lana left, she got poisoned the exact same way Lana did. And it seems like there's a 4th journal entry as well. So it says, my birthday passed, I'm almost an adult now. My parents couldn't make it yet again. They made up the same excuse that they always do. It's okay though, I know that they're in pain and I know they don't understand me. I hope that if I get out of this place, they'll be able to look at me lovingly again. I hate celebrating my birthday now. Somehow Nurse Julie makes it all better. She even baked me a cake, triple chocolate. I don't understand how someone so young and bright could work in a place like this. So this definitely ties back to the voice recording we found in Nurse Julie's station. So her parents were obviously against her working at a creepy hospital, but it seemed that that's what she wanted. And there is another journal entry. So it says, Nurse Julie has started to become aggressive. I knew this would happen. I knew he would do this. She's turning ... just like my parents did until I decided to leave them alone. I don't think I'll be here much longer to see the outcome. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that. In other news, I finally found more information on him from the hospital library. Agamenon, I think I know why he's doing this now. His greed cost him everything, and now innocents like me are paying the price. So this definitely just confirms that the said person Agamenon is the person that poisoned Lana in the beginning, poisoned her parents, and now they're poisoning Nurse Julie as well. So it seems like every person that this person comes across has to pay a certain price and gets poisoned as well and just becomes someone who they are not. Now there are 2 more journal entries, and this one says, he's using Nurse Julie to taunt me. Some days she's normal, other days she's dazing off. I saw a fly land directly in her eye the other day and she didn't even notice. He knows I care about her and he knows I've been researching him. I hope he's scared. I hope he knows that someday I'll figure out a way to stop him. I told Nurse Julie that she needs to leave this place, leaving me along with it, but she refused. She is stubborn just like me. And this was a couple months later. It says, it's finally happening. No, not that. Not yet. I'm being discharged. My body isn't sick anymore. My mind, ... Well, it's not as clouded as before. My hair finally grew back and I feel terrible for my parents. They told me not to worry about the hospital fees over the phone, but I could hear the distress in their voices. It's killing them. My sickness was killing them. I've packed all of my bags. I tried to say goodbye to Julie, but she doesn't recognize me anymore. She's become terribly pale and she doesn't look like herself. My heart is broken. So that is definitely a lot, but we got way more of the story out of that journal that was found in room 3, which was Lana's room. So Lana left behind her journal entry, but that gave us a lot of clues as to what is really going on. In this medical center, Lana stayed there for about a year, if not even more. She was there for a while and was able to do some research on the person that was poisoning her all this time. We also found out that they poisoned Lana's parents as well, making them that 2-headed entity that we saw earlier in Lana's childhood home. And that exact same thing also poisoned Nurse Julie when they saw that Lana was getting a little too close with her as a friend. He didn't like that Lana had friends, and now Nurse Julie looks something like this, and that is super creepy. She is definitely very pale, like Lana mentioned in her journal entry. She says she doesn't recognize her anymore and she looks completely different to how she did before. And once you and your team find all the missing pieces, this is gonna happen. So there's gonna be a heartbeat sound and you're gonna have to escape from Nurse Julie. So you're gonna follow this red line and just try your best not to die. I'm definitely might die, honestly guys, because this is very hard. I'm just following the line, and as you're running, you can hear Nurse Julie actually running behind you, and the footsteps are very scary. I recommend holding the shift button so that way you can actually sprint and you can get through it a little bit faster, and hopefully you have a little more wiggle room. And once you reach the end of the map, you will see yourself walk out of the medical wing. So this means that you have successfully escaped Nurse Julie and the medical center, and then you'll be teleported into chapter 3, the final chapter.
Yes, you! Come here!
Who's this?
What to do when time is running out? My name is Serena, and I'm a newly hired clothing designer here.
Okay.
Need your help.
Oh no.
It's Lana. Tonight's the full blood moon. We're running out of time. Soon her soul will be completely gone.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't help the real Lana. Lena knows who I am, and she's working for him. She's trapped in the catacombs. There's a secret entrance set up through this portal behind me. It's how the doppelgangers appear. I can't come with you because of Lena, but I believe in you.
Oh no.
And stop Lena!
Alright, so Lena is definitely a very evil person in this whole story. She is working with him, which is the person that poisoned Lana, Nurse Julie, and Lana's parents. They're also behind all the doppelgangers, so you have to go through this maze in order to find the real Lana. What you're gonna want to do is follow little lights that start appearing in the maze. So when you're not sure which way to go, you're gonna see some lights and they're gonna guide you to the right place. Serena was also talking about today being a full blood moon, and when I looked this up, it signifies danger along with also an ending of time. So she said that Lana's soul is almost completely gone and we have very limited time to help her out. And once you're able to navigate to the end of the maze, the story gets even crazier. That is not Lana. Who is that? Oh my gosh, she looks so creepy, guys. Okay, there's the real Lana. She is trapped in a cage.
So, we meet again.
Oh, don't look so confused. I know you know I'm not the real Lana.
Yeah.
Nah, or whatever you are. Shut up!
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you know who I am, but you don't know. My name is Lena, and we've been watching you for a very long time.
Okay.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't impressed with how much you've managed to figure out.
Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, she just hissed.
You dare! He is most pleased with me! He needs Lana's soul to sacrifice her doppelgangers, or else everything he has built will be destroyed.
Oh gosh, okay.
Like us. Not a mere mortal. He is a god.
What is happening?
Glorious power. Master, please transform me so I can obliterate this puny imbecile once and for all!
Oh my gosh. What? What is this? This is literally like some anime intro song. What is going on right now? Guys, this is so funny. Like, I know this is supposed to be scary, but this is kind of like funny right now. What is this music? What is this music video? I don't know what's... Oh, look, it's me. Why are their hands coming at me? Oh my gosh, wait, that's actually kind of creepy. Oh, Lena's floating. What is she doing? What's going on, guys? I am so confused. Ew, what is happening? Guys, what the heck? This is kind of creeping me out, but also making me laugh at the same time. Oh my gosh. Okay, is that Lena? Oh, we're battling her. Okay, say less. Don't worry, Lana, we will free you. So you're supposed to grab this right here, and we're gonna use this to help Lana escape. So there's the Lana doppelganger, there's Lena, some version of Lena, and there's the real Lana trapped in the cage. So we're gonna fight all these doppelgangers in order to free Lana. So there's a couple portals that spawn in, and there's these random Lanas that pop out of it, and your goal is to destroy all the fake Lanas. And as soon as the rocks appear, you're gonna want to rush and get onto the rocks before the place floods and you get trapped. After that, these red beams are gonna pop up, and you're gonna have to do your best to avoid stepping on where the red is. So whatever you do, do not be in the path of those flying boulders or you will lose health. And after that, these red circles will appear on the floor, and it's the same thing. You have to do your best to avoid standing on one of those circles, or else spikes will come up and get you and you will lose health. See, these girls are smart. They are just standing in the entrance and they're avoiding all the danger that I'm going through right now. So I'm gonna go join them over there. Oh my gosh, and then Lena comes at you and you have to do your best to avoid getting stuck in her dark aura. So whatever you do, you cannot get caught by Lena's dark aura. She will start rippling and throwing stuff at you. So you have to do your best to avoid any sort of damage. And once she turns red, you're gonna do everything you can to attack her as much as possible so her health starts going down. This definitely helps being with a big group of people, so that way the more people, the more damage you can do on Lena. Bye bye. Yay!
Can't even begin to thank you enough for saving me. Free many pennies on me.
Ooh, say less.
Vacation, because I definitely need one.
Yeah, Lana, you definitely need a vacation after what you've been through. Okay, there's Lana on her vacation. Not gonna lie, that beach looks kind of creepy. Why is it so dark and gloomy? Okay, now we're in Lana's room. I don't know why she's sleeping over the covers and fully clothed, but it's okay, guys. It's fine. We're not gonna question that.
It's not over until I say it's over.
Oh no. No, leave her alone. What? I thought this was the end of it, guys. The end? Or is it? Oh, okay. So it's definitely not the end. So when you complete the quest, you will see that Lana goes back to being the nail tech lady. So in the quest, you actually do beat Lena, but you don't beat the entire story. Lana is still fighting against Agamenon or whatever the name is. So there is a lot more to come with this Lana story. So the lore actually started months ago, and it all started with the journal entry that was hidden up here in in this bookshelf. It is clearly not here anymore, but this is what the first journal entry said. So it says, "Dear diary, that isn't me. They replaced the real me with some doppelganger. That girl sitting at my new desk is not me," in all caps. "I don't know who that is. I don't want to. But that's not me. I'm Lana. She's not. But she's pretending to be me. I don't know where I am. Moto Princess is holding me somewhere so I can't escape. Please help me. I am so scared, and I hope that thing sitting at my salon chair doesn't harm my image. But I think she's the reason why all these players are going missing." So this is a lot to unpack, guys, and let's start from the beginning. So basically, Moto Princess is one of the main developers of Dress to Impress. You will see her name scattered all over the salon in these shampoo bottles, the perfume hearts as well, and even over here on the shelf, every single thing has Moto Princess's name on it. They are basically the main developer that designed the entire map, but they are way more than just that. They are involved in this entire lore and in the dark side of Dress to Impress. So in the journal entry, Lana stated that Moto Princess is holding her captive, and she doesn't know where she is, and the person sitting at her desk is a clone of the real Lana. In the Halloween update, there was actually a hidden chamber right through these doors that took you down to a basement where Lana was being held in a cage. It got super dark real quick that Dress to Impress actually even decided to remove it just because it was creating a lot of conflict with parents, and at the end of the day, people thought that they were just playing an innocent dress-up game. So I could see why a lot of concerns were raised when they found the nail lady in a cage in a hidden dungeon of the game. However, in this journal entry, it says "Find me," and there is a user ID. So we're gonna go search this user ID up in Roblox, and that is where the lore all starts, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And this user ID actually takes you to Lana's Roblox profile. So her username is Lana Does Nails. She is obviously pretty popular and has over 500,000 followers. However, things start to get really creepy once you start looking really deep into her page. So first off, her bio says, "Some say I let the past consume me, but I have done nothing but let the past change me into who I am. I don't need your forgiveness. I have forgiven myself." So I don't really understand what this is supposed to mean, but it just sounds really creepy and unsettling in my opinion. But like I said, that is just the tip of the iceberg because Lana actually has some favorited games that are pretty creepy. And they also reveal a lot more to the story that many people didn't know about. Obviously, we have Dress to Impress, which is the main dress-up game. We all love Dress to Impress. However, there is some other really weird games in here. So we're gonna join all of these games and dissect all the information we get. Once you piece together all the information from every single game, the truth is so crazy, guys. So make sure to watch till the end. The first one we're gonna be joining is called The Forest, and this is probably one of the most popular ones, I believe. And right as you join, guys, it looks super creepy. So everything seems to be like a red and black kind of colored. There's also text popping up in the screen, which is really creepy as well. Once you start going down, it starts to get even weirder. So there is a giant floating Lana here. There is a painting of Lana in a pond, it seems. I don't know, the water is red, so it's really hard to make this out. And in this game, you're supposed to try to get to the end without getting caught by some creepy Lana doppelganger. So this is definitely a very scary and creepy turn to Dress to Impress compared to the innocent dress-up game that we all know. I highly recommend trying this out with other people because it just makes you feel a lot safer and not as creeped out doing it all by yourself. You will also find some random text scattered throughout this game. This one says, "While she is okay, all the medical bills and pain left her family in debt forever." So that is very creepy, guys. And if you didn't do the Lana quest in the Halloween update, basically the backstory of Lana is that her family ended up sending her to a mental asylum. So like I said, this is a very dark turn to Dress to Impress, but we'll get to that later in this video. You know you'll come to the right place once you see this sign right here. See, this girl right now is getting chased by creepy Lana, and I think she just killed killed me. I'm not even gonna lie. Yep, okay. Literally, Lana just killed me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there is literally Lanas running around this entire game and they come and chase you and then you die. So it is very, very creepy, guys. But this is honestly one of the least creepiest games yet. So we're gonna move on to the next one and I'll explain a little bit more. The next game we're gonna be joining is Questionnaire. And honestly, this one I've been having a little bit more trouble unpacking. But the description is Lana is here with you now. It is very creepy, guys. And it says ask me while I'm still here. So let's join this game and see what this one is all about, guys. When you first join this game, it looks really cute. It looks like you're in an enchanted forest and it's very sunny and cute and colorful. However, it is definitely not that, guys. So you will notice over here that there is a sign on this tree. And if you zoom in, it says, how can you forgive her even though she killed all those people in the past? Oh, but it's okay because Agamemnon made her do it. Maybe I sound inconsiderate, but Lana is selfish, the real Lana. So, you know what? Maybe the real Lana definitely did not write this, guys. And if you don't know who Agamemnon is, obviously I'm not saying it right, guys. Don't come at me for it. I can never pronounce that name right, but it is basically a mythical Greek creature that is like this character based on Greek mythology. You could do more research on your own, but basically he is supposed to be a bad person that is haunting Lana to make her do a bunch of bad things. And from the looks of it, this letter right here is trying to make the real Lana seem like a bad person because once Agamemnon made her do a bunch of horrible things, I don't think that was her fault, to be honest, but comment down below if you guys are team Lana or not. And if you go up here, there is actually another letter in this tree. It says, I'm sorry if you still believe her. She's good at manipulation. And this one is a little trickier to figure out because you don't really know who they're talking about. It seemed like the first letter was talking bad about the real Lana, but I think this one is not doing that. But I think this one is talking about the fake Lana. I don't know, guys. Comment down below what you think. And over here at this table, there is actually 2 more letters, guys. So let's read what these have to say. So the first one says she wants to pull us out of the awakening ? It's like she makes us go through all these terrible things and expects us to be okay with it. It is not okay. Guys, this is just getting creepier and creepier by the letter. I feel like the more information I'm finding out, the creepier and the more confusing it gets, guys. So if you thought Dress to Impress was just a dress-up game, you are so far from right. Now the next letter says her trauma has curated her into a terrible person, but so has mine, which led me to harm others. However, I've grown from it. I don't blame her, but she still needs help. /J. Alright, so that's really interesting because I don't know who J is, guys. Usually if Lana signs a letter, it would be /L. As you can see with this journal entry right here. So this journal entry actually came out during the Brat update, and even though it may look a little similar to the original journal entry, it is saying something completely different. Dear diary, are you hearing me? ? All the previous journal entries are deceptions. Please trust me. /L. So obviously L is Lana. I mean, I'm assuming, right? And I think she's trying to say how the doppelganger also planted in some fake journal entries to make people confused about which ones are actually being written by the real Lana and which are not. And to the right, it has another user ID. So we're gonna go search this one up and see what we can find because the first one led us to Lana's Roblox account. So I wonder if this one is gonna lead us to the J person. Okay, so this user ID led us to Lena Does Nails. And if you're not sure who Lena is, she was a temporary replacement nail lady during the Halloween update. So out of nowhere, Lana the nail lady was replaced with this girl named Lena. So many people were confused, and to be honest, I never really liked her. A lot of people gave her the benefit of the doubt because we didn't know much about her. Maybe Lana just got fired and she got replaced with Lena. But we quickly learned that Lena is not a good person. I have a video in my channel talking about the dark side of Lena, so make sure to watch that to get more information about Lena and her backstory. But now that while we're in her profile, it says, maybe you found out I was the villain, but that doesn't mean I won't be back. In the Halloween quest update, you actually had to free Lana, the real Lana, from Lina and Agamenon. I know I'm not saying it right, guys, okay? We don't need to talk about it. I don't know how to say it. But we discovered that Lina was actually super evil this entire time. So I am so glad that I never actually really liked Lina, but once you completed the quest, Lina disappears and the nail lady goes back to being Lana. However, based on her bio, she is kind of implying that she definitely will be back. So even though we haven't heard about Lina since the Halloween update, I am certain that we're gonna get a lot more Lina and Lana lore coming real soon. But if you scroll down on her profile, you will actually come across Lina's Roblox group named Lina's Salon. But this Roblox group is not what it seems. So obviously it's named Lina's Salon, and the description says, hello, I'm Lina, and it's very nice to meet you. She did a shout on August 28th that said, hello, how's everyone's day? This group only has 5 members, including Lina's. It looks like they all did a little bit of chatting the day the shout was created, but no one has talked on this group since then. However, I decided to dig a little deeper and go into these people's Roblox profiles, and this is when it gets kind of creepy. So this is one of the people on there, Little Juice Boxes 2. It kind of just seems like a regular Roblox bacon, but they are friends with Little Juice Boxes 1, Little Juice Boxes, a bunch of clones of them. So the clone pattern definitely is coming together now. But their bio is, hey Lena, I really like how you do my nails, thanks. So that is pretty weird, guys, let's be honest. And going into the other people's bios, this one just says hashtags, and that is pretty weird because this account was created the exact same date that that shout was made. Same with this other user right here. So this just seems like a regular Roblox user account. However, it was created on the exact same date as the other account and the same day that Lena shouted, hello, how's everyone's day? Last but not least, we have Sigma Girl. So this account is actually a bit older. It's from all the way back in 2017, but their bio is also a little creepy. It says, Lena, you're the best nail tech there ever was. So I don't really know what to think about this, but this is definitely pretty weird, guys. And if you scroll into the affiliate section of Lena's Roblox group, you will find Lana in the enemy section. Lana's group definitely has a lot more members than Lena's group, but the description is so odd. It says, to the Patreons, welcome to the birth of an uprising, a new dawn where we stand united against the forces of evil. Inside, we forge a path of resilience and strength, sparking a series of events that will reshape our world. Join our rebellion. Together, we are unstoppable. That is so weird, guys. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I'm assuming that this is some sort of group that Lana is helping people unite other people in, and maybe she's forming like a whole army to fight Lena. I don't know, guys. I genuinely do not know. I am just discovering this all as I go, and it looks like you can actually join the community. So I have never come across this before, but I want to see what this is all about. It looks like we are joining it, and let's see what this is. So this looks a lot like Discord, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe this is just another version of Discord. I've never used Guilded, but from what it looks like, it seems it's like a Roblox Discord type of thing. And it looks like she's been making a lot of announcements about the awakening, I'm okay, transparency, where do I go from here? This is really creepy, guys. It has 8.1k members, and she also has a lot of really weird announcements. So there is even one that says, at everyone, do you think I'm a good person? So that's really weird because obviously I've always thought Lana was a good person and she didn't deserve everything that happened to her. But there's some other ones that I just don't understand. This one says, at everyone, I will try to publish a time for the execution. So I don't know what that means, guys, and this is just getting creepier and creepier the more I dig into it. However, this is just the beginning of the dark side of this Roblox player. So Dress to Impress finally got rid of the Bratz update. However, they blessed us with a very creepy update, and it involves Lana. So as you can see, I'm in Dress to Impress right now, and all the Bratz decor got taken off, including the stand that was over here. Thankfully, all the Bratz items are still available in your codes, so you just have to click your codes, and if you've put them on before, then they should be there. However, this update gets really creepy when you go over to Lana's station and see that there's a bunch of moving boxes. The boxes say SEM Moving Company, and the nail tech name tag says nail tech needed, and you can see that there's nail tech applications scattered all over her billboard and on her desk. It seems like they got rid of Lana, and this is very weird. They have photos of other YouTubers and streamers on the billboard, and this is just super weird. But things get even weirder when you go over here and notice that there's a bunch of nail polish on the floor and footsteps, and you can actually go in through this wall, and it drops you down to this dungeon where Lana is actually in a cage crying. This is super weird, and I'm honestly kind of creeped out. As you can see, our girl Lana is actually going through it right now. We can't join her in the cage or help her out, so I'm honestly kind of sad because I like Lana, or at least the real Lana. On the wall it says, "Where is she? Her name is like mine, but she is so different. Please believe me, I'm real, she'll be gone." So I'm actually super terrified right now. I always thought Dress to Impress was an innocent dress-up game until this. I knew there was some Lana lore going on, and I always thought it was very separate, but now it's getting really intense. You can actually go in the other cage if you want to keep Lana company, but you can't unfortunately go into the cage that Lana is in. I've also noticed that her outfit does look a little different. She usually wears very long and white pants, and it looks like she has shorts on instead, so that's also very weird, and I just feel so bad. I want to help her out. And it doesn't seem like you can go anywhere else in this room, but there are a lot of X's on the floor. So it looks like there's an X made out of axes, an X made out of wooden planks, and just an X slashed onto the wooden floor. This is super weird, and I honestly don't really know what to think about this. I'm really hoping there's a mini game or something that goes along with this, because we all want to help Lana out. I'm gonna go back up and see if they have done any changes to the hidden rooms. I'm hoping to maybe find some answers in there, because last time I checked they added a key with Lana's name on it, so maybe that's the key to let her out of her cage. But that's so weird. It doesn't seem like you can go into the room anymore, so I am very confused. I'm starting to think Dress to Impress might have changed where the room is, but if you look through the window, you can see that there's actually still a room there. So I don't know how to access it, but I'm pretty sure the key that's in that room that has Lana's name on it is the key to get her out of her cage. I'm desperate for answers and desperate to know the story. I'm currently testing any possible way to get into the room, and it doesn't seem to be an option. I've tried every single little nook, and I've even tried going through the window or the roof. I've even tried going to this painting to see if maybe I get some answers, but I really want to find that key now, because that key was right in front of us the whole time, and it's actually the key that could set Lana free. So don't worry, Lana, hopefully we will be back for you. It looks like she's crying and wiping tears out of her eyes. This is so sad, guys. I don't like this. I feel super bad for her, and this is just not a good place to keep her. Oh wait, hold up. It seems like I found more writing on the wall. So over here it says aim your bow and get rid of the facades. I think I said that right. I'm sorry. English is not my first language, guys, okay? But so maybe we will get some sort of bow in the future. Maybe this will turn into a quest to liberate Lana from being a prisoner of Dress to Impress. I really want to find the bow that they're talking about, and I really want to find the key, but I'm gonna do some more research and get back to you guys. So before the Brat update, we used to have a different nail tech lady, and her name was Lana. We all know Lana, and we all love Lana a lot, but there was always some very creepy and suspicious stuff going on with the whole Lana lore. So right before the Brat update, Lana was actually glitching, and she just didn't look okay. She seemed kind of like a robot, and it was kind of creepy. A lot of people were concerned, and no one could really figure out what was going on until the update came around, and they finally replaced Lana with Lena. At first, her nail tech station was completely empty, and it just had moving boxes, and a few moments after that, we we got Lina. And Lina is the nail tech lady that you guys see right here. As you can see, her name is very, very similar to Lana, but it's slightly different, and she looks completely different than Lana. In the billboard, before Lina came along, there was a lot of missing posters of people in Lana's billboard. But ever since Lina came around, the billboard has just been filled with TikToks and screenshots of other people's videos, along with just the Just to Impress photos. There also used to be Lana's diary on top of the shelf over here, but as you can see, it's completely gone. Now it just got replaced with boxes. It seems like Lana is nowhere to be found anymore. Before this, there was also a lot of nail polish on the floor and footsteps, and you could actually go down to a dungeon where Lana was being held captive in a cage. However, that all seems to not be there anymore. You can't go down to the dungeon, so we have no idea where Lana even is. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Lena definitely has to play a big part about what happened to Lana, and she might be involved in being the villain of this whole situation. After digging in a little deeper into Lana and Lena, I came to the conclusion that Lena is actually a really bad person. Let me explain to you guys what I found. So if you look at Lena, she is kind of just swaying back and forth, and that's creepy just overall, because I don't think anyone just sways back and forth in one place like that. And I know Lana definitely did not do that when she was the nail tech lady. But we're gonna go and find Lena's profile, Lena Does Nails. And if you didn't know this before, Lana's profile is the exact same name. So Lana's profile is Lana Does Nails, and Lena's is Lena Does Nails. But once you get to her profile, everything starts to get very weird. So as you can see, her bio says, maybe you found out I was the villain, but that doesn't mean I won't be back. That is super creepy, and I think she kind of just admitted to being the villain and just a bad person in this entire situation. She also has this Roblox group with only 5 members. It's called Lena Salon, and I've requested to join this group multiple times, but I do not seem to get accepted. I'm sure a lot of people have tried to join this as well, but they only have these 4 people on here. I'm not really too sure on who these people are, but it is definitely very suspicious that she only allows 5 people in her group. And if you go down here, you can see that she got some badges from Lana's game. So these games were created by Lana Does Nails, which is the real Lana's Roblox account. She played the Fortress and she got a badge from it. So we're gonna go over to Lana's profile. And if you guys are familiar with Lana's Roblox profile, her avatar changed. So she used to have an eye patch, but now she seems to be completely blindfolded. I'm not too sure what this is supposed to mean, but it's definitely very creepy. Her bio says, I don't know what to say to you anymore, because I feel like this whole entire lore, she has been trying to help us and give us clues, but to be honest, with all the doppelgangers and all the fake Lanas, we don't really know what to believe anymore. But we're gonna go ahead and join the Fortress, because I found a lot of really creepy stuff on here, and I'm sure you guys will be very interested in what I found. The Fortress also just had an update similar to when Just to Impress had its Halloween update, and the Halloween update was one of the biggest updates on Roblox. It reached over 1 million players when it first updated, and this definitely seems to be a big part of the update that a lot of people missed. So we're gonna join the Fortress, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you joined this game before, you will notice that it looks really different. It looks like we're in a courtyard or something like that, and every person is wearing Lana's outfit. I thought this was super creepy because this didn't happen before. You would just spawn in with your regular Roblox avatar clothing, and now everyone has the exact same outfit. Thankfully, at least my skirt seemed to stay. And when you start looking around, you will see a lot of writing on the wall that says nothing is real, nothing is real. Wake up from your dream, do you see him? By him, I think that Lana is referring to this man right here. And we have all seen some sort of image like this in Just to Impress. If you have not seen this, before the update, when you went into free play mode in Just to Impress, you could actually walk behind this building, and there was a very creepy mural of Lana with a creature hovering over her shoulder. It was very creepy, and everyone was talking about it for a while. So I'm pretty sure that's the person that Lana is referring referring to in this text. When you walk around a little more, you will see some portraits of Lana, some more posters saying if you've ever dreamed of this man, and a lot more text just saying that nothing is real. So this is very suspicious, and it starts to make me question everything. Like, I don't even know what's real anymore, to be honest. But at the very end of this courtyard, there is a little chamber. It's a little dark to see, but it says chamber up here, and it looks like metal doors, and you can actually go through these doors and it will teleport you to this warehouse type of thing. Over here, there's a sign that says the windows have been tinted for construction. Sorry for the inconvenience. So this all seems to be boarded up, but if you go and look through this crack, you zoom in a lot, you can actually see what's inside, and that is absolutely horrifying, guys. I'm pretty sure that's the creature that the posters refer to, and that is the exact same one that was on the mural before. But it doesn't just stop there. So you can see some more Lana photos in there, some chairs, and there's even very creepy text. So at the top, it says, a soul like Haley or Izzy's would be a notable inclusion. When I first read that text, I thought of Call Me Haley because I know that in the new update, she is very, very involved in the Lana lore. But the fact that this creepy monster is talking about people's souls and stuff like that is just super, super disturbing. I definitely want this room to open up so we can get more to the bottom of what is going on with this whole Lana lore. And just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, there is an open door over here to the right side of the courtyard, and you can actually go inside of this door, and it teleports you to some weird bedroom, and it has the name Jasmine on it. I'm not too sure who Jasmine is, but it looks like she has some photos of herself up on the wall. So this is her Roblox avatar. I'm assuming this might be some posters, or maybe that's even her in real life. Obviously not the Ariana Grande Dangerous Woman album cover, but you guys get the gist. There's some teddy bears on the bed, but there's also a note. And if you zoom in on the note, it's a little hard to read, so I'm gonna be all up in my computer. It says, at first I trusted Lana, ... Now she's dragged me through so much. Not gonna lie, I am not too sure what that is, and terrible situations. I don't know if I can keep up the act any longer. Jay. So Jay is Jasmine, whose room we're currently in. And there also seems to be a diary over here as well that says something else, and it's Jasmine's diary based on the necklace that is dangling over the diary. The diary reads, my role. I am devoted to Lana. I am. Ever since the day I saw her struggles, I connected with her and we made an alliance. However, recently she's been associating with a strange man called... I have no idea what that says, guys. But you guys can come up with your own conclusions on what the name is of this mysterious man that Lana has been hanging out with. Okay, now this girl is completely covering the journal, so like, excuse me, I'm trying to read. How inconsiderate, guys. Okay, and it says, I don't know how to feel about it. Of course, I will support her. It's just that I feel rivalry within the something, I don't know that word, guys. Because of it, Nelly resents me and I don't know what to do, but I will have to stick with Lana. I will do whatever to help Lana. So, I totally botched that a little bit, but you guys can read it for yourself and let me know what you guys think that this means. But the text includes, don't just stop here. There's also a bulletin board at the very end of the room, and it seems to have the names that she was talking about. So the one at the very top says Michael, and it reads, reason, has a disliking of me and is a threat to me, ... taking away attention from me from Lana's eyes, ... That's pretty weird. Okay, well that definitely gives us some sort of indication that Michael is a bad person, because we're team Lana, let's be honest, or at least I'm team Lana, and Jasmine seems to be team Lana as well. The next little card reads Sunny, and this one says, I just don't like her, and I think the courtier would benefit from her being gone. Okay, so that was one of the words that I wasn't too sure what it was. Sunny seems to be a bad person as well. I mean, she doesn't really have a reason besides her just not liking her and thinking everything would be better with her gone, but I mean, she must have done something to piss Lana and Jasmine off, so who knows? I guess we'll have to look more into that as well. And the last one says Raphael, reason, I have suspicion suspicion of him betraying Lana and spreading rumors that muddle Lana's reputation. So Raphael is also a bad person, and he seems to be playing both sides. Like maybe he was on Lana and Jasmine's sides, but then he betrayed them and started spreading rumors to kind of bring Lana down and make Lana look like the bad person. So this is all very, very weird, and that is all the clues that I found in this room. And let's be honest, that is a lot to unpack. So we have Raphael, we have Michael, and we have Sunny. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to Lina's Roblox profile and see if she's friends with any of these said people. So I did find this Roblox profile with the username It's Izzy, and when we peeked through the construction, it said Haley and Izzy's soul. So I wonder if this is the Izzy that is talking about. But apart from the Izzy profile, it doesn't seem that Lina has any friends under the name of Michael, Sunny, or Raphael. So we're just gonna go back and check Lana's profile now to see if she's friends with any of them. Okay, so Lana also does not seem to be friends with them either, and she doesn't even seem to be friends with Jasmine. So right now I'm trying to find Jasmine's profile to see if maybe we can get some guidance from her. So even though we couldn't find these people's Roblox profiles, I did come across this new game. So this game got released at the exact same time that the Fortress was updated and the Halloween update came out in Dress to Impress. This game is called The House, and it has just a black cover art, and it says at the top, I can't get it out of my head, I can't get it out of my veins. Tell me, what did I do to deserve such a childhood? Oftentimes people brush it aside. How come I'm not granted the privilege of forgetting? And that is super dark. Lana's definitely been through some stuff. If you guys are familiar with her childhood story, apparently her parents were not the best types of people, and they sent her off to an asylum, and she was in a mental hospital for some time. You can piece together Lana's childhood story a lot better by completing the quest. So there's 3 different chapters that you have to complete, and a lot of them are definitely super creepy. I have not finished all of them. My chapter 3 is still locked because I still have not completed chapter 2. But in chapter 1, you visit Lana's childhood home and help her find some keys and stuff to help her escape her childhood house that has this super creepy two-faced monster. In chapter 2, you're actually in the insane asylum that Lana was being held at. This one creeped me out a lot because there's a nurse lady that comes and tries to scare you, so you kind of have to hide from her, and let's just say I got too scared before completing it. I'm not too sure what chapter 3 is, but apparently it's supposed to be one of the worst chapters yet. If you think chapter 1 and chapter 2 were a lot, then there's a lot in store for you for chapter 3. Let's just say that. But now we are gonna go and play this game and see what's inside the house. So thankfully there's other people in here because I would be kind of freaking out if I was by myself. You can't even see anything in this map, and it is super, super dark. But this appears to be Lana's childhood home. If you completed the chapter 1 quest, then this house will look really familiar to you. Obviously it is super dark in here, and the lighting looks very different than in the chapter, but the layout of the house is the exact same. And at the top it reads this text: can you tell I'm so disturbed with who I used to be? So that's a very, very interesting phrase, and by walking around the house there's a lot more text. So it says, Nelly isn't doing so well because of our absence. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna keep walking around to see if I find anything else. I'm gonna go upstairs as well to see if I can enter Lana's bedroom. So now Lana's bedroom has a sign on it that says unsure, and I don't really know what that's supposed to mean, but when you enter her room, there's a bunch of chairs in the middle, and there's also some upside down furniture on the ceiling. That is definitely super creepy, and that reminds me like something out of a horror movie. But it seems like there's more text over here. I'm not sure how I survived. It's like the apple juices forced its way into my veins. I'm just a vessel for a greater evil. That is very, very scary. So maybe it seems like Lana is being controlled by another person called the Vessel. I have a theory that the Vessel is the person that is in all those have you seen him signs, and that is the person that we saw through the crack of that construction site. My theory is that that person is taking control over Lana's body, and Lana is trying to escape from this said vessel. It's not their fault, I just resent them for their choice. So maybe Lana's parents had something to do with it. It said, I don't even want to think of my parents right now, stop perceiving me. One of the theories I have is that maybe Lana's parents had something to do with the vessel taking over her body. And the reason why I believe that the vessel is that creepy creature man looking thing that Lana has been hanging around with is because if you go to the gallery game, besides there being a lot of very, very disturbing photos of Lana and even more images of that creepy vessel person, if you keep going farther and farther down, you will see that the walls start to say, don't go too far deep. It's like trying to warn you not to step foot too far down this hallway because something is bound to happen. Then you start coming across more Lana paintings that have little signs. So this one says, the one who tells the truth, the one you should trust, Lana. And if you go even farther down, there is another sign that says Lana, the real one, the one that is not in the chair. So they replaced Lana for a bit with a Lana doppelganger, and that looked exactly like Lana, except for she was wearing pants and not a skirt. A lot of people thought that this was the real Lana, but it was not. It was a fake Lana this entire time. But this is the main reason why I believe that Vessel is this creepy creature. So in one of the last paintings before something crazy happens, it says Vessel, you'll meet her soon. So that is actually very, very creepy because Vessel is the word that we keep seeing over and over again. But the weird creepy thing is that when you go further down, you will actually come across Vessel. And I'm kind of scared because it usually jumps out at you. Okay, yeah, there you go, guys. That is Vessel. And as you can see, we did in fact meet her real soon. And it looked very similar to the creepy creature we've been seeing this entire time in Dress to Impress. Now, the one thing that does not make sense to me, guys, is that in the gallery, it says you will meet her soon. But in all the posters and everything else, it's referring to the creature as a him. So I'm kind of confused if there is two, if there is one, or maybe Vessel is just multiple of them. And they're scattered throughout many different Dress to Impress games, such as the actual Dress to Impress and all the Lana games as well. And the last thing I'm going to be talking about is once you complete the Lana quest, like I mentioned before, I have not completed them yet. But once you do, as many of you have probably seen, Lena gets replaced again with Lana. But however, it is not just all rainbows and butterflies. So once Lana comes back, there will oftentimes be a glitch with this creepy character in one solid color just standing in the nail tech desk. A lot of people think that it's just a glitch in Dress to Impress, or it's just a glitch on their own personal Roblox account, but I'm here to tell you that that is not a glitch. That is all a part of the whole entire Lana lore. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get this dress right here in Dress to Impress. So believe it or not, this dress has actually always been here. It's always been to the side of Lana's nail station. However, in the new Valentine's Day update, they had a whole display for it, and a lot of people are curious on how you get this dress. As you can see, I can actually put on this dress right here. However, a lot of people are not able to do this and instead get a bunch of question marks or something like that when they try to put on this dress. However, every single person can actually put this dress on. All you have to do is complete a little side quest. And no, I'm not talking about the Valentine's Day quest that is right here. This quest is actually in a completely different game, and I'm gonna show you guys what game it is, how to complete the quest, and make sure that you guys get this dress right here. Also, when you do complete the quest, you actually do get a bunch of cash in Dress to Impress as well, which is gonna be super helpful, especially if you haven't bought the Valentine's Day pattern pack, the makeup pack, or the Everlasting Love set. This stuff is pretty expensive, and I know I totally ran out of cash before I could buy everything. The dress seems to be like a white dress with a bunch of safety pins and slits and also some thread going through it. It looks like it's kind of in the works or work in progress type of dress, but I actually use this a lot for like zombie apocalypse or any type of theme like that. But without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is go to the search bar in Roblox and type in Lana does nails, just like this. You're then gonna go to this profile right here, and this is actually actually Lana the nail lady's Roblox profile. So she's the nail tech of Dress to Impress, and she actually has such a dark story, but you're actually gonna be able to get that dress through this profile. So when you go to Lana's profile, you're gonna notice that she actually has a couple of games favorited, and you actually acquire the dress through one of Lana's hidden games. So you're gonna go into the forest, which is this game right here. The second you spawn in, you will notice that things get super creepy really fast. Like I said, this is the nail lady of Dress to Impress, so seeing this dark side of the game is actually kind of scary. You'll notice that there's a painting of Lana in like a bloody lake, and there's also a giant Lana floating around. There's some text popping up on the screen, so it is very, very creepy. And in this game, actually, there is a bunch of Lanas running around that will chase you. Obviously, they're not the real Lanas. They're supposed to be like some Lana clones, but it is really creepy getting chased around by a Lana in a game where you can barely see anything. Thankfully, there's a lot of other people here, so I'm not too scared. But if I were to do this by myself or super late at night, I would definitely get really creeped out. You're gonna walk through this flower field, which is super, super creepy because you literally get covered up by flowers, and a Lana can pop up at any time. You're then gonna turn left, and you should see this circle right at the top. That's how you know you're going in the right direction. And you're gonna walk across this ledge that is up here, I guess. Guys, I don't know. They changed this completely since the Valentine's update came out. But once you go up here, you're gonna follow the ledge all the way over here. And once you're in this ledge wall type of thing, you're gonna go look at the other side and notice that there is a door right there along with some other text. And we're actually gonna be going down here. However, keep in mind, the second you go down there, you will probably get chased by a Lana clone, and it's gonna get really creepy and really scary. All right, we're going for it, guys. We are going for it. Let's run all the way over here. Guys, I am so scared. If a Lana comes up, I'm literally gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I just got killed by a Lana. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was so scary. All right, guys. So as soon as you spawn, this girl said, follow me. So she went all the way backwards, and that is pretty new. We're trying something different, and this girl seems like she knows what she's doing. So we're gonna go. Oh my gosh, is that an eyeball? Guys, this is so scary. Oh my goodness. So I guess as soon as you spawn, you're gonna go backwards. Everyone's going straight, and I definitely wasted some time. But you do go backwards, and I'm just following this girl. Hopefully she knows what she's doing. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Oh my gosh, the eyeball is getting creepier and creepier, guys. Oh my goodness. You're basically gonna keep going down this weird obby type of thing, and you're gonna go down here. And okay, I guess there is the portal, guys. So the other one is kind of a doppelganger. It's kind of a little trick. So the other one is kind of to trick you. And oh my gosh, there's a Lana chasing us, guys. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. There's a Lana. The Lana just killed my friend. Oh my goodness, guys. We have to book it to the portal. I'm literally getting chased by a Lana right now. Oh my gosh. 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 No way. No way. No way. I did it, guys. I made it to the portal. That is crazy. Lana literally was chasing right behind me. That is so scary. But anyways, as soon as you teleport from the forest, it's gonna take you to the maze. And after you complete this maze, that is how you're gonna be able to get that dress. Keep in mind, that was super stressful, so I definitely do not recommend doing this at night. And if you have a friend or two you wanna bring along, definitely take them because it is way less scarier. Also, there's a Lana attacking me right now. What the heck? She literally came up and killed me as I was talking. And now she's killing everyone else. Okay. Anyways, don't mind the Lana attacking people, but this is basically the way of the maze. I highly recommend just taking a photo or going with a group of people so that way it is a lot easier. Oh my gosh, Lana, back up. Lana, I'm literally trying to explain something. Hello. The Lana does get pretty annoying, guys, but you also have to follow the paintings. Hide from the doppelgangers in the bushes. So you can actually hide from the creepy Lanas by just going and hiding in like a bush, such as I'm doing right now. But anyways, me and this girl are gonna get started with our journey. So through this maze, you're gonna see a bunch of Lana paintings, and you're basically just gonna follow these throughout the maze. And these are gonna guide you whether you're going the right way or the wrong way. So the maze is definitely so confusing, guys, and it is very dark and confusing. So definitely just look for the paintings and you know that you're going the right way. Me and I Heart Puppies are doing the maze together. I definitely recommend bringing a friend because it makes it a lot less scary. Also, there is Alana's that randomly pop up, and I think she just killed me, guys. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay, all the Lanas need to chill out because I keep dying. But basically, you hide from the Lanas in the bush. So let's give this another shot and follow the painting. So if Alana is chasing you, definitely come and hide in the bush or else you will die like this girl did. I feel so bad. But yeah, definitely hide in the bush and wait for them to leave because they will chase you and kill you, and it is so hard to finish this maze, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it would be this hard, but with the Lanas chasing you around, it just gets so creepy and so difficult. But thankfully, always keep in mind that there are these giant bushes that you can hide in. So these girls are kind of just running away from the Lana, but you cannot outrun them, guys. I promise you it will not work. So you just have to keep hiding from them and hope for the best, I guess. All right, we're making a run for it, guys. Oh my goodness, I can't even see if there's a Lana or not. This is so difficult. But always remember to follow the paintings, even if there is a gazillion Lanas just jumping and chasing you around. It is so hard, guys. I also recommend keep on bouncing. Oh my gosh, I just died again. This is gonna take so long. All right, now we have a giant squad, guys. This is definitely way better. I barely can see the Lanas until it's too late. This is so scary, guys. Oh no, RIP that girl, guys. Oh my gosh, get in here, get in here. The Lanas will literally camp out and wait for you guys. This is so scary, and I do not like horror games. But it's okay. Remember, guys, we're doing all this just for the dress. The dress is worth it, and so is the cash and Dress to Impress. There are certain sections of the map where there's just a gazillion Lanas chasing you, so you have to be very smart and just run to the bushes. If you see a painting, oh my gosh, Lana is chasing me, guys. No, 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 no. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh my gosh. I'm literally sweating right now, guys. This is so difficult. It definitely does not help that you can barely see anything either because you don't notice the Lanas. Like, there's literally one just right there and this girl is dead. Oh no. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so hard. I am literally lost all my teammates. That's so funny. This girl said at least you get a dress from it and Dress to Impress. Like, literally, guys, if we didn't get the dress, I would not be here doing this and spending hours trying to figure this out. But now that we have another squad, we are rolling out, guys. We got this. It's so funny because I always start off the maze doing it with like 7 people, and by the end it's just me and I'm dead. All right, guys, we are getting closer and closer. Again, I have lost all my teammates and there's a Lana chasing me. Oh my goodness, we are making a run for it. Oh my gosh, I can't see anything, guys. I literally can't see anything. All right, well, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've died at least 20 times, and I have done this once before, but I definitely recommend just getting a big group of people and doing it with your friends. Unfortunately, I am rage quitting, and yeah, since I already have the dress, I don't really have much motivation to do this, so I believe in you guys. If you guys are up for the challenge to get the super rare Dress to Impress dress, I highly recommend you do this because it is so worth it, and only very few people have this dress. I would say this dress is even more rare than the limited time dress that we got with the update. Comment down below if you guys have this dress or not, and if you decide to take up this challenge, good luck.